Hey everybody, and welcome to another edition of Peak Life. I'm Jim Hazel, coming to you from the studios of Chesapeake's Public Communications with another edition of Peak Life. And we have a special guest here with us today. It's Matthew Goris from Tidewater Community College's Chesapeake campus. All things theatrical, guru, professor. What do they call you now?
Guru is fine. We'll take guru.
Well, really, thanks for coming by. I know you're right across the street from us, and we've always tried to partner with you whenever we can, especially with Shakespeare in the Grove. But I know you have a lot of initiatives coming up, and I know it's been a challenge, you know, from the pandemic and everything, and how you guys can do some things. Tell us a little bit about this initiative that you have going on right now.
Well, first, thanks for having me. This is great, and the college especially. So TCC is committed to social justice, and the Arts and Humanities Department created these initiatives to respond to that. It is called My Thought, My Voice, My Art. And what it is, it will be these series that will talk about social injustice, inequality, equality, so empowerment, very big topics within the community today. And they will start at the end of September, and they will run to next fiscal year, our calendar year, which is May, and hopefully through the summer too. And it's free and open to the public.
Okay.
With it.
So it's almost like you can audit these sessions, or
yeah.
You know.
So yes, so they're intended for obviously the students of TCC, but it's very important that the community gets involved too.
Right.
Because obviously being a community college, we want the community involved with these initiatives too, and we want them to log in and sign in and be part of it too. So it's open to everybody.
Right.
We would love, obviously, precedence takes the students, but we love that the community is involved too.
Right. And then I see where you're coming from, but what do you hope that people get out of or take away from this?
Well, so with these big topics, we're not going to solve the problems. Mm-hmm. We want to do a couple things. We want to keep the conversation going. We want to start new conversations, and we want to hear from people who want to voice their concerns and their opinions about things. We just want to be the vessel to help bridge our community college with the community and continue these discussions far beyond just during the pandemic or just during a month of something. We want to keep these going yearly. I
know there's a huge variety of programs and sessions, but are actual locations, or is it virtual as well? How does that work?
Well, we live in this
right.
world of virtual. So
well, I'm 6 feet apart from you, by the way.
Exactly.
I don't know if we mentioned that up front, but yes, that's the world.
I feel like that's the big disclaimer. It's like, oh, we're together, but we're 6 feet apart.
Yeah.
That's always the thing. But yeah, so we're going to do these sessions via Zoom, via Facebook, and via YouTube. Mm-hmm. And as the initiatives continue through the spring semester, hopefully we can expand that to even live. But right now, these sessions in the fall will deal with Zoom, Facebook, and YouTube.
Okay. So obviously you have to register, right? What's the secret to that?
So you can go to tcc.edu/arts, or also you can go to roper.tcc.edu to register for the events. We ask people to register, even though they're free events and open. We want to make sure we're taking a head count and seeing who's in these sessions. But it's easy, it's simple to do, and that. So all these events, you go through the website there to register.
Right, and it sounds like things are going to develop as you go, or because you're asking for input. So would some of this curriculum or the session may change as we move forward, or things kind of in?
So with being with the Arts and Humanities Department, we're dealing with the visual arts, we're dealing with music, performing arts,
stuff.
All the fun stuff. It's an initiative taken up by the faculty, but we want this to grow. Mm-hmm. We have these initiatives in the fall. We're starting to plan the spring semester, but we also want to hear input from students, from the community, so we can shape those events.
Right.
I can think of things to do, but if it doesn't impact the community or our students, then what good will it do? So if you want to get involved, even if you have an initiative, you want to partner with the community college here, with TCC, you can contact the Dean of the Arts and Humanities, Dean Ranyo, at krano@tcc.edu.
I'm going to check that. Yes, that's correct.
Okay. I had to think about that.
The Dean of Arts.
Yeah, the Dean of Arts. Yeah, and so you can get involved that way with it. And we would love community input because we want to shape these events,
Right.
you know, and like I said, keep the conversation going.
Now, I know it's real early on in this, but have you received feedback already, or has there been any kind of, voice from, say, the students especially on this?
Well, this just launched at the beginning of the semester, which was 2 weeks ago.
All right, right.
We did our big.
I didn't mean to stump you.
No. It's great. No, but it's like anything. It's a living, breathing thing. With
Right.
art, you always have to change with it. So it started at our convocation. We launched it to the whole TCC community, and the feedback so far has been great. People love this idea. They've been wanting to get involved, the faculty and staff, but we also, like I said, the students and the community as well with these initiatives.
Now, I know the pandemic especially pretty much nixed the summer production of Shakespeare in the Grove. How does that fit in with this initiative? Because I've heard rumors that the Bard is coming back. Can you give us any kind of preview on that?
Well, let me start by saying that the first, and we say initiative, this event,
Right.
/ event, will start at the end of September here with called Cast in History, which will explore like the history of African Americans in Norfolk. And
Okay.
it's written by an award-winning film writer, and it will be a series of monologues. And then we'll continue in October with Italian and Hispanic Heritage Month, in which there'll be poetry, some live reading, and some music being played by TCC Jazz Ensemble.
All right.
And then at the end of the month, right before the election, there's going to be a series on voting. So it'll probably be a little bit of lively debate because
Okay.
about moving, locking up mailboxes, moving them, just the right to vote and stuff like
Right.
that. So that's a very open discussion. And then in mid-November will be Shakespeare. What we're doing is the Chesapeake Fine Arts Commission and TCC Theater will be doing quarantine radio, basically Shakespeare on the radio sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Even though it'll be live and you can watch it, if people want to just not watch the video and just hear it, it'll be a live
Because
sort
it's
of
like
radio
a live
play.
radio
Yeah.
program.
So it doesn't replace our annual Shakespeare in the Grove. We're going to come back this summer with the 24th annual and continue from there.
Right.
But we still wanted to give something back,
Sure.
especially theatrical.
And that'll be indoors, not at the Grove.
Yeah, it'll be indoors. It's probably a little bit easier to manage indoors
Gotcha.
with everything. So we're excited about all that we have to offer with it. And like stay
It
tuned
is.
and log in. And we're just happy. We're excited about this.
I'm excited too, and
Yeah.
I'm excited for you, and I'm excited for the TCC, and that's tcc.edu/arts
Absolutely.
and roper.tcc.edu.
Yeah. And once again,
good luck with it.
free and open to everybody. So,
Yes.
So please.
So there's
register.
really no excuse not to
Yeah.
participate, even if you're 6 feet apart,
Yeah.
virtually and everything else.
Absolutely.
Man, thanks for coming by again, Matt.
Absolutely.
and
Love to be here.
really look
Want
forward
to
to-
come back later and talk a little bit more about
Yes,
the
as you
quarantine.
know more about the show,
Yeah.
we would like to hear more about
Yeah.
the Bard. We always love
Yeah.
Shakespeare in the Grove here at Chesapeake City channel here.
And we love teaming up with you guys. It's a
Good.
great community thing that's been happening for years, and we have a good relationship with the fine arts, you guys, and we love producing Shakespeare.
Cool. Well, thanks again for coming out. Shakespeare in the Grove. It will be sort of in the Grove, but not really. Coming up this fall, along with a lot of other things happening at TCC. So don't miss out. Check it out. I'm Jim Hazel. Thanks for stopping in on Peak Life. We'll see you next time.